things we do for deer hunting. So I'm putting in a plot today that is not going to be easy at all. I got the four-wheeler. I wasn't sure if it was going to fit. I just went and checked, and it does luckily fit just barely on the edge of this cornfield. I don't want to run down any of their corn, obviously, and leave as much little footprint as possible. So I just tested it before I walked out, and I wanted to make sure I could fit, which I did, so I can get back there, which is going to be perfect because I've got that chisel plow coming next week. I'm going to go out. I just picked up this bad boy, Steel KM 131R, and it's got the big old grass cutter on the end.
A few moments later.
Alright, so this is the food plot idea. We got this row of woods here and the row of corn here, and this is a big giant cornfield. Good stand locations right here on the edge. We got a trail that comes out here and a trail that comes out here, and this is just their turnaround spot for their tractor right out here. So this section is just going to be a beautiful spot for a food plot. I'm not going to do a very big food plot. I'm just going to do probably to like right here. Just do this corner, little 1/4 acre plot, just pretty much a kill plot. This will be their food. This will be what hopefully I can get a shot in. Perimeter of the plot done. It's going to be a perfect little plot, hidden from everything. Gets abundant sunshine all morning till about, it's 2 o'clock now and the whole thing's covered. So should be golden. I'm going to have a lot of thatch and stuff to pick up off the ground. I'm not sure what I want to do. I might rake it, to be honest with you. Bring a rake over, put it in big piles, and then bring it over to the edge of the woods, because the more of that stuff I get off, the better results I'm going to have with a plot, obviously. So I just got the middle section to go. It's the biggest section though, so it's probably going to take me an hour and a half to do. Alright, so the food plot is all weed whacked. That's step one. Alright, so day number, I don't know, 5 working on this plot. It's coming out great. As you can see, it's tucked in this back corner behind this cornfield. Right now I got my stand right here. That I hung that ladder last year when the corn was, right after the corn was cut. I'm going to actually move it down a little ways. But this is that plot I've been working on. I just mowed it right now. I think I'm going to put my stand up that tree right there, so I'm tucked back a little bit. But I got it all mowed. Next, I'm going to bring that chisel plow over tomorrow. I'm going to move that camera out to the edge, put it on a fence post. But I got these oak branches that are just going to be loaded with acorns and make beautiful scrape spots. I can't wait to get that chisel plow here, get that working and get some seed in the ground. And this is going to be just all scraped up too. And these trees are just loaded with acorns. So my food plot goes right into there, and my tree stands right there. And I got this apple tree. So I just mowed around it and trimmed it. Got it, take care of it, and it'll grow much better next year. There's some apples on it. Not a crazy amount, but I might cut this down out of the way when I have my chainsaw. Finally, the moment we've all been waiting for. Well, the moment I've been waiting for. I've been waiting to have one of these for my four-wheeler for my whole life, pretty much since I was a kid. So I got the Kunz Engineering chisel plow, and I'm heading to my little food plot in the corner. This is the only access to it. It's this little trail along the corner I made. Little hidden gem of a plot. Of course, you've been watching the video, so you've seen the rest of it anyways, but finally got a chance to come out here. And it's hot, as it has been, but I'm gonna see if we can get the ground scuffed up. I got a couple sandbags. I got more in the truck if I need them, but we're gonna head over and see if we can get the plot scuffed up, fertilized, and planted today. We got rain coming Sunday, so it should be perfect timing. I'm excited. Alright, so I got the Kunz Engineering chisel plow. It looks dirty, but that's just from the drive over. I haven't used it yet. I don't have a huge plot here, but this is its maiden voyage. I got a battery hooked up back here, clips on it. I just mounted this to my bar on my four-wheeler, so you just click the button and it drops it down. I'm sure I'm gonna have to adjust it, whatever I need to do, because like I said, maiden voyage, but lifts the tires right off the ground and then you just drive and it digs. I got 2 sandbags here for weight. I'm gonna throw them on, but we'll see how she goes. I've wanted one of these forever, so I finally got one. I can't wait to see how it works. Hopefully it works well, because they're not cheap, but I can see why. The thing build quality is amazing. So I'll get to adjusting it, see what I like, and I'll film a little as I'm going and see how she does. Alright, so just got off the phone with Matt. He told me how to set this thing up. Matt out at Kunz Engineering. He just told me how to set this thing up for the ground I'm running. It's hard ground. He said to take the 2 center chisel plows out, which I did. Now there's 5. He said take number 2 and 4 out, so I did that. And set it and run them deep on the first run. So I got 3 of them on there, and they're cutting probably, this ground's really hard, but they're probably cutting about 4.5, 5 inches deep. So I'm just making a good first pass. I might get the ground all chunked up with these 3 and then put those 2 more back on after I got this hard ground loosened up, and then go over it with those 5 on there and really break up these clods and everything I got. But so far it's working really well. So it's nice to be able to raise and lower that thing. It's working way better than discs would for at least a four-wheeler. If I had a tractor, it would change things, but you can see the grooves it's putting in the ground. That's just the first pass, so it's a small enough plot where I'll probably do mini passes on this plot. Get it really torn up, really good soft seed bed. We're gonna be planning on planting some tubers in here. I know it's a little bit late, but they might take. Well, I just made a quick adjustment, and look at the thing. Tear up the ground now, so using it for the first time. If I had any suggestions for a first time user, adjust it until you feel like it's doing what you want. Four-wheeler, I got an 800 and it's having a hard time pulling it right now. Not a hard time, but that means I know it's deep, and you can see how wet that soil is versus how I had it set. Yeah, this thing's really working now. So I'm going to do a pass for this, and I'm going to put all 5 on after I get this loosened up. Well, I'm officially impressed. Look at that. I mean, this is cut deep. Some of these might even be 8 inches deep. If you, I don't know, if you have a food plot, if you're putting in a plot like this or even a garden at your house, and you have this ground is hard. I don't think this thing can be beat. I'm just running 3 of the chisels. I'll probably put the 2 more on there now that I got it beat up, and I don't know if it's the right or the wrong thing to do, but it might help chew up some of these clumps. And then I might lower the discs a little bit further down and see if they'll chew a little bit. Super impressed. I'm really honestly not going to have to do much more. I'm going to put those on, drive around a few more times, and then I'm going to go back to the truck and get my seed and fertilizer and just get this planted. It's not exactly the way I'd like to do it this year, but it's late season. It's August 15th already, so season starts October 1st here. But yeah, this thing's a lifesaver. I have no options but 4-wheelers back here. There's no way to get back here, so I snagged this. And I'm sure glad I did, because I'm going to use the crap out of it. I'm going to use it today, and then actually tomorrow I'm going to another spot with my buddy Andrew, and we're going to plant 2 more plots, and those plots are even bigger than this. This is just a little not even quarter acre plot. Well, I got one that's 1 acre over at our other spot, and this thing's, I already know it's going to have no problem. You couldn't ask for better soil here. There's no rocks at all. So that's nice. I don't know about those other plots, but we'll see how it does with rocks. But the spacing, you can, and that's what's awesome about this, is if you start getting clogged up with rocks, you can just pull 1 or 2 of these things out. Same with those. And if you're hitting rocks bigger than 2 feet wide, you're good. Or smaller than 2 feet wide, you're good. If you're hitting them bigger than that, then you might want to find a different place to plant. But super impressed. So step number, Jesus, I don't know, 20 complete almost, and then I'm going to go back to the truck, grab my seed, my fertilizer, and get this thing planted. If you've seen any of my videos, you've seen I love this. My Hooyman seed spreader. Got a little bit of seed left in it from the last time. So I got turnips and radishes in here. Or sorry, beets and radishes. I always say that. So this is actually from Whitetail Food Plots. He is out of Western New York. Everything I plant with this. As you have probably seen, the amount of work that goes into these food plots, I want to plant something that I know is going to grow. I've tried biologic, I've tried multiple other ones, the fancy named, weird names. Oh, I'll grow in no-till, blah, 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 blah. I don't believe any of it, because I never had very good luck with it. This stuff I always have great luck with. It grows fast, it grows thick, lush, the deer love it, and I dedicate 90% of my life to hunting. So when I want something good, I want it to grow well. So this, and which is actually cool, because he's an awesome guy. It's a hands-on company. It's kind of like me and our family. We have a small business. It's nice to call up the small business, get an actual person, an actual owner of the business who knows everything about it. So if you got a question about meat, I can answer the question, pretty much whatever it is, because I'm a small business. It's not like you're going to call up IBP and get a hold of somebody out there. Like you couldn't call up any of those big companies, big seed companies, and talk to them. You might get someone knowledgeable in some of them, but this guy, Paul is his name. You can call him up pretty much any time of the day. If he doesn't answer, he usually does, but if he doesn't, he'll call you back and he will talk your ear off. He's a great guy. So he will give you the time that you need, and then some. to answer any questions about planting. He's super knowledgeable on anything to do with seeding. I call him up. Even I've been planting food plots for a long time, but I'll still call him and be like, hey, this is my soil condition. This is the time of year it is. The sun hits at this X amount of time. What should I plant? And he'll tell me, well, do this, 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 and he's never been wrong. So if you want a great seed company with a great owner and a guy that knows his stuff, and you want a good seed and good plant quality, I suggest these guys, Whitetail Food Plots. Give them a call. So this is what I'm going to be planting today. I'm going to do beets and turnips on this one as well. This has kind of been my go-to this year, beets and turnips. And then rut time tubers. Rut time tubers is my favorite. It's probably a lot of people's favorite because it grows so well. So this one has chicory, turnips, groundhog radish, more turnips, clover, rape. It's got all kinds of stuff in it. And it's going to just kind of give you these big lush green plots. These are sugar beets, and then you got turnips and rape and more turnips. So pretty much just my idea for this plot is late season. So when they cut all this corn, there's no food here for the deer. I mean, they'll eat the scrap corn and stuff, but late season muzzleloader, early season, this place is going to be great. I won't even need the food plot because I'll have the corn. It's going to be a travel corridor. But late season, after they cut that corn, I want something that they're going to want to come to. And they are some good deer around here. The neighbors all do QDMA, quality deer management. So having turnips and stuff late season could put a big old deer, big old buck in my freezer and hanging on my wall. So that's what I'm going to put my money into, is something that I can trust. So that's what I'm going to do today. So I'm going to mix it 50-50 with fertilizer and get planting. To start planting at that end and finish with tubers at this end. Look at these oak trees. I got oak trees galore. And then I just cleaned out around that apple tree. Got scraped branches, lifting branches. There's that apple tree. Right here. Talk about sunshine. Got lots of that too. Alright, so I'm going to adjust this. A little past 2. Start the planting. I just had to climb up this stand before I left just to look at it. This is probably one of my favorite spots I've ever had. Besides like Missouri, for a New York spot, this is freaking gorgeous. And that's all gonna be a food plot. And then corn. And then that's the apple tree I trimmed out. All cleaned out. It'll be a far bow shot, but rifle no problem. Bow I'm good. I mean, I can shoot an elk out to 80 yards, but a deer 60 probably is my max. So that apple tree is about 90. So, but there's a trail, comes right down into the food plot. So if there's one there, hopefully it comes in. This is a main trail right here that comes out of that corner, and they follow the edge of these cornfields. So this will be a perfect little spot. good and thick down there, good cover. I got bow shots all the way right to there. Love it. Right there is going to be my main scraping branch. Perfect wide open shot to that. And then there's another one right back in between that crotch, which I could make that shot easy through there. Super excited. Love it. Love this stuff. My favorite saying is you'll get out of it what you put into it. Even if I see one deer feeding in this plot this year, it's worth it to me. Doe, fawn, buck, it's worth it. And I know a lot of hunters that feel the same way. Shooting a buck out of it that I would be happy with is a bonus. Just to know that all that effort pays off. That's what it's all about. And this is just going to be a beautiful spot to sit. I'm comfortable. I'm up off the ground enough. I'm about 20 feet, so I'll see you probably tomorrow morning. I got more plots to do tomorrow. 2 more plots to do. But the next time you'll see me in this stand will be in hunting season.